What's up, friends? Welcome back to another episode of House of the Dragon. We have finally reached the famed episode 9 of a Game of Thrones season. I don't know how House of the Dragon is going to do it, but episode 9s in Game of Thrones were always some of the most wild experiences, especially a certain one in season 3. But I am very excited and nervous to get into this one. I feel like if the past is any indication, we could lose some characters. Some very major life-changing events could happen, and based off how great the show has been up to this point, I feel like this one is going to deliver just as much, if not more. And so hopefully you enjoy watching along with me for this one. If you do, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, helps the video out a lot. And of course, full-length reactions are always available ahead of time on Patreon. Link for that is in the description below. But without further ado, let's go ahead and jump into episode 9. Love these shots, man. Very somber start is needed after the king's passing. I would assume that means Rhaenyra then is going to be going into power this episode.
You're sure? Stay here. Tell no one. Help me dress.
I wonder if some of that is genuine or if she's just putting on a bit of a performance, because obviously she was there right before he died, so it shouldn't be too much of a shock.
I saw him last night. He told me he wished for Aegon to be king. It is the truth, uttered with his own lips, and now he's dead.
I'm not quite sure that's exactly what he meant, but you're never gonna convince her otherwise. Cinematography is just sublime so far. Very fitting opening.
The king is dead. We grieve for Viserys the Peaceful, our sovereign. Our friend.
No, no, no. Don't be uttering those words. You tried to stab him in the back so many times.
His final wish that his son, Aegon, should succeed him as Lord of the Seven Kingdoms.
No way this is going to fly, man.
Then we may proceed now with the full assurance of his blessing on our long-laid plans.
Let ravens be sent to our allies, Riverrun and Highgarden.
Am I to understand that members of the small council have been planning to install my son without me?
Oh, shoot. It didn't even click for me that that's what was going on. She's realizing once again that she has just been a pawn for Otto.
I have known Viserys longer than any, and I will not believe that he said this alone with only the boy's mother as a witness. It is treason!
Hey, tell him, man. He's speaking nothing but facts right now.
Which of you here can swear that he died of his own accord?
Well, I have no part.
You have got to be kidding me. We already have a death that quick into the episode? Kristen is becoming a problem.
I will not suffer insults to her grace the queen.
There was no insult to me, Sir Chris. You put aside your blade.
Has it come to this?
Lord Commander, enough.
Dude, this is such a cold and unforgiving world. Major characters died just like that.
Storm's End is of concern. We may not assume the loyalty of Lord Boris, but he has 4 daughters, all of them unmarried.
These people are evil, man. I can't believe they're just sitting here with a dead body next to him, so fresh.
You plan to kill them, and all here accede to this.
It is unsavory, yes, but a sacrifice we must make.
The king did not wish for the murder of his daughter.
And yet...
One more word, and I'll have you removed from this chamber and sent to the wall.
Yo, what acting, man. She is killing it, but thank goodness at least somebody in here is on Rhaenyra's side. At least to a degree, not fully.
Lord Commander Westerling, take your knights to Dragonstone. Be quick and be clean.
What?
I am Lord Commander of the King's Guard. I recognize no authority but the King's. I have no place here.
Yo, what a legend right here. Shout out him. A man of true honor. Otto just thinks he can use anybody and everybody.
Where's the prince?
Forgive me, Lord Hand. I do not know.
Find him. Take no one else but your brother. None can know who you are or what you seek, including the Queen. Bring him to me and me alone, Sir Eric.
Dang, well, I knew this guy had to be playing a role after they introduced him before, but the lighting for that scene was so fitting for the shady business going on.
What is the meaning of this?
man, are they trying to get Aegon put in power just before anybody can stop him? Because once there's a king, you can't really unking them.
Your father has sent Sir Eric into the city to find him.
Sir Eric knows Aegon, he has the advantage. I trust again to you. Aegon must be found and he must be brought to me. Everything you feel for me as your queen.
I will not fail you.
Man, credit to Sir Criston's actor as well. He has changed so much since we first knew him. Much more of a brute now than he used to be. Or I guess maybe he always was. It was just kind of better hidden from us.
Viserys amended his wishes. It's as simple as that. You once swore your banners to Rhaenyra. You must pledge them to the future king.
Hey, love to see it. Not everybody is on board. Don't let the snake win.
I am no oath breaker. I will not bend the knee.
Anyone else?
Oh, he is so intimidating. I mean, it's not too hard to imagine him always getting his way when he talks like that.
House Fell keeps its sworn oath to the princess.
Very well.
Man, are they just gonna execute him because of this? Surely they aren't just gonna let him leave, right?
Long live the king.
Dude, I love Otto's character so much, and that guy as well. I feel like in just one season, Otto has surpassed a lot of the schemers in Game of Thrones even.
It is I, the younger brother, who studies history. It is I who trains with the sword, who rides the largest dragon in the world. It is I who should be...
I know what it is to toil for what others are freely given.
I'm next in line to the throne. Should they come looking for me, I intend to be found.
I mean, based off everything we've seen up to this point with the two of them, I'd say Aemond is definitely more intimidating. So he could make a better king as far as getting everybody to step in line, that is.
I'm sent by one who knows where he is. I'll tell you. For a price.
Deliver him, and we'll consider your price.
Should trust this to the hand of the king only. I think he will wish to hear what the White Worm can tell him.
The White Worm, fascinating. I was just about to say though, I wonder if that's Daemon's fling from before. I forget her name, because she has been shown to have information gatherers.
What say you?
The Lord Confessor presumes I have no love for the princess.
Where were you going then with such urgency? Let the king's justice take him.
Oh man, I hate seeing him in power. No one to stop him now either.
You've spent many hours with the Queen of late.
There's no reason those hours cannot in the end benefit you.
Definitely somebody you would want on your side, given how powerful he's been, or how resourceful he's been. Wow, man. Well, she is alone right now, so this really is genuine. I am a little bit surprised. They did spend quite a lot of years together, but there is a part of me that thought maybe it was all business.
My sincerest regrets for the lack of ceremony.
The king. And you're usurping the throne.
It was my husband's dying wish. Aegon will be king.
Rhaenys has had such a wild life. Had the throne ripped from her, now watching it being ripped from Rhaenyra.
It is your husband who grasps so heedlessly for the throne. And even he has abandoned you, leaving the Lady of Driftmark to chart her course alone.
The word of my house is not fickle.
She doesn't need to say too much. Just one line is powerful enough.
You should have been queen.
I little thought to hear those words from you.
We do not rule, but we may guide the men that do.
Man, I feel like she's just saying whatever she wants to hear. I hope Rhaenys stays strong.
A true queen counts the cost to her people.
And yet you toil still in service to men. You desire not to be free, but to make a window in the wall of your prison.
Whoa, what a line right there. That was insane. Rhaenys dropping bars right now.
Have you never imagined yourself on the Iron Throne?
I'll leave you with your thoughts. Ring the bell when you have an answer.
I don't know how I would feel about Alicent being on the throne, but I feel like it would be a lot better than Aegon, that's for sure. The idea has been planted, though.
You yourself are the mysterious White Worm, I take it. Or are you simply a further peel in this stinking onion?
My condolences on the passing of your king.
So glad to see more of her in this show. Just proved her worth, though, with knowing that the king's dead.
Where's the prince?
I want an end to the savage use of children in Fleabottom, either tolerated or ignored by the crown.
Hey man, I like her even more than before. She's doing good work here, fighting for the people who deserve it.
You install your grandson on the throne. Remember, it was me who put him there. There is no power but what the people allow you to take.
Man, she's dropping some bars as well. That was so great. Setting herself up for future success here.
Listen.
This dude looking worse than ever, man. Just can't help himself but get into trouble.
I do regret this, friend.
Oh shoot, man, this is dope. We got two great battles going on. Some brothers and some brothers in arms.
I was hoping you disappeared.
Are you going to help me?
Man, you really can't beat Kristen. He is so skilled. Gotta be careful though. A lot of people could see this.
I have no wish to rule. I'm not suited. I will find a ship and sail away, never to be found.
The Queen awaits.
Dude, Aemond is such a presence. I bet that sounds pretty good to him though, because it would likely mean that he would step into the throne instead.
Well played.
None of this is a game.
And yet you treat it as one. We've relied on one another these many years, and now it is the good of the family that we both desire.
Yo, what cinematography, man. The shadows are gorgeous right here.
Oh, our hearts were never one. Rather, I've been a piece that you moved about the board.
I made you Queen of the Seven Kingdoms.
I wanted whatever you impressed upon me to want. And now the debt comes due.
I like that she's confronting him, but gotta be careful. I don't know if Otto cares about his daughter more than what he can get out of her.
I have Aegon. We'll proceed now as I see fit. We will send terms to Rhaenyra on Dragonstone.
Her allies will mass behind her banners, looking for her return.
My husband would have desired this mercy be shown to his daughter.
Or you, his daughter's childhood companion.
Oh man, just showing his true colors in this conversation. But at least she has the legal power.
My son will take the crown of his namesake, the Conqueror. Let the people remember the ancient strength of House Targaryen.
You look so much like your mother in certain lights.
Oh, I love how much was said with that line right there. What a great conversation. I feel like even when she stands up to him like that, it's just still what Otto wants.
The hour is late, Lord Larys.
I have found out something you should know. Have you asked yourself how it is that your father, the Hand, found Aegon first?
There you go. She's gonna realize she's got a mole in her camp. At least that's what I assume is going on here, that he's revealing to her.
There is a web of spies at work in the Red Keep. More than once it has proved advantageous to those willing to feed the Weaver.
Is this man a foot guy? Is that what's happening here? She lets the dogs free. He lets the info free.
One of the little spiders is your lady in waiting.
Oh my gosh, man. Middle-aged Tarantino. Or Middle Ages Tarantino, I guess I should say.
It must be taken out at the head. When the queen dies, the bees fly without purpose.
I assume this task falls within your expertise.
If you wish it.
Gotta be real careful getting this dude's help again. She was just talking about being reluctant to murder before with Otto. Now she's having a hand in another murder.
With me, Princess. I cannot let this treachery stand.
It's that dude. I knew they were gonna kill him because he wavered. The High Towers are some brutal individuals.
Where are we?
Just south of Kingsway. The Blackwater's this way.
Ooh, man, I'm not sure. I'm starting to get some bad vibes. And obviously Sir Eric was doing the errands of Otto before, so maybe they're just trying to trick her. Was that the White Worm's hideout by chance?
Have the decency to look grateful. Do you know what has been done to give you this day? In an hour you will be king.
And my father never wanted this.
That's not true.
Steadfastly he upheld Rhaenyra's claim.
At least this man can still see the truth. How is his rule going to be, though, if he really doesn't want to be king? I imagine it's just going to be Otto making the choices anyway.
Do not toy with me, mother.
I speak the truth.
Very important dagger he's got right there. His eyes have finally lit up a bit.
Your grandfather, the Hand, will try to impress on you that Rhaenyra should be put to the sword. We must reject his counsel. For all her faults, she is your sister, your father's daughter.
Do you love me?
You imbecile.
Man, I really hope her influence can outweigh Otto's, because he is a very convincing man. I'm starting to get kind of nervous of where this is all heading, though. I'm not forgetting that this is in episode 9. We already got one death, but I would be surprised if it's the only. Well, we've actually gotten multiple deaths.
People of King's Landing, today is the saddest of days. Our beloved king, Viserys the Peaceful, is dead.
He's got a good speaking voice, but I do like that Viserys' title for the history books is the Peaceful. Very fitting.
He whispered his final wish that his firstborn son, Aegon, should succeed him.
Dang it, bro. I was worried that was going to be the reaction. A lot of people were against Rhaenyra, as we saw earlier. Man, well, she got him to walk down the aisle here with all his reservations. I think he's still going to end up being king here.
A new day for our city, a new day for our realm, a new king to lead us.
It's such a well-orchestrated scene right here. I love the scale of everything. Really does feel like a kingly ceremony.
May the warrior give him courage. May the smith lend strength to his sword and shield. May the crone lift her shining lamp.
Bro, it's got me on edge the way they're editing this. I'm so curious what is going to happen with Rhaenys, why we're following her right now too.
The crown of the conqueror, passed down through generations.
The way they are shooting this is genius, and the sound design is so perfect as well. Just that extra crispness to some of the movements.
All hail his grace, Aegon, king of the Andals and the Rhoynar and the First Men, and protector of the realm!
Aegon the king!
So cool the way they're filming this. And dude is looking rather kingly, more than normal. That crown looks nice. Dude is loving it now. There's nothing quite like that rush, I'm sure, of feeling so powerful, thinking you're loved by everybody. All these frames are so perfect. What the heck is happening now? How did the dragons just escape in the middle of that? Dude, that thing is such a beast. Almost covers the entire place. Man, I had a feeling that she would be involved since we saw her dip out earlier. I knew it couldn't go all according to plan. It's in episode 9. Bro, what a scream. I really thought it was about to light them all on fire. Oh, what a power play by her right there. That was so cool. Put the fear in him, but still spared him. shoot, that's where it ends, man. I can't believe it. What a way to finish it off, though. As I hoped, the episode 9 of the season was very eventful. I really was prepared to watch everybody die on that podium, though. I am glad they're still around, though, because there's so many great characters. Well, Aegon the Conqueror II is now Aegon the Conquered after that display. That was so surprising. I knew something might happen, and obviously, as I mentioned, I thought it was interesting the way they were editing back and forth between his becoming king and Rhaenys walking around as well, and so I thought something might be involved with her, but I did not expect the dragon to just emerge like that and wipe out so many common folk there, and almost wipe out some very major characters as well. But I thought the way that whole scene was executed was just brilliant to watch and so captivating. The music, the set design, everything came together perfectly to create that cool atmosphere. But I'm not exactly sure what all that move could mean going forward, because it's not like Rhaenys just made Aegon not king anymore, didn't kill him or anything like that, so I would assume his position is still intact. Maybe it's just her declaring war against them and she's going to go side with Rhaenyra somewhere else. I'm not sure. I guess we will find out though in the next episode. But what we know for certain though after that display is she is not going to be an ally to the Hightowers and all of their schemes. And so I'm glad that she didn't cave to their demands, and not necessarily is loyal to Viserys and his memory, since they'd obviously had their differences in the past, but is still on the more right side of history for now. Hopefully it works out eventually in Rhaenyra's favor. Very curious what her reaction is going to be when she learns about all of this, because with the new king being named and with all that display with the dragon and everything, it's not going to take long for word to reach her, I'm sure, and so can't wait to see that reveal. I would be shocked if we jump ahead a few years or anything like that for the last episode, so I would assume everything is going to take place soon after that, so hopefully we do get to see that reaction. But I thought all the acting in this episode was especially phenomenal, specifically from Otto. What an incredible character, and what an amazing actor who's playing him. I think his name is pronounced like Rhys Ifans or something like that. I'm not 100% sure. I don't know if I'm very familiar with his work, but I'm sure he's been in other stuff, and this show is definitely making me want to seek out those other things he's been in, because he is incredible. All the little subtleties to his performance, even just the way he moves his eyes and his head, says so much and makes that character feel so alive. And so I've enjoyed every single scene that he's been in, but it's been such an incredible season 1 up to this point for the show. Instantly has become one of my favorites on TV right now, and so really hope they nail the season finale. Going to be a very difficult wait for season 2, but hopefully you enjoyed watching along with me for this episode. If you did, definitely consider leaving a thumbs up, helps the video out, and of course full-length reaction will be available on Patreon. Link for that in the description below. But until the next episode, look forward to seeing you all later. Peace.